I want to talk about a matter of civil rights. When the Nazi concentration camp of Buchenwald fell to the Allies, General Patton famously required the citizens to attend that place, including the mayor and the magistrates. This seems reasonable given that the horrors of Buchenwald had occurred under their watch and in their jurisdiction. With that in mind, we here in Falls Church have a similar Holocaust going on at South Washington Street, 900th Street. And so I'm urging you to at least tour that place in advance of a collision with a divine collision. To tour that place, you don't have to physically tour it. Of course, you can Google an abortion in its first or second trimester and look at it, even look at it with your families, look at it with your children. And I mean that with love and respect for all and with gentleness and not facetiously, bearing in mind that it will be found out. Jesus Christ says there's nothing covered that will not be revealed nor hidden that will not be known. In the same token, doctors that support abortion and scientists as well agree that a fetus is a person, is a human and a living, and yet they quickly say that the killing of the child is a necessary evil. That I wonder where they get their standard for evil. The same thing was said by Hitler when he began the Holocaust by killing handicapped children, the mentally ill, and what he arbitrarily called undesirables. Also of note, everything that Hitler did under the Holocaust was legal under Nazi law, which leaves us very little consolation with Roe v. Wade. Like Adolf Hitler and the death camp guards who said, we're just following orders, just taking care of our families, and the officials of Weimar in the city next to Buchenwald, not to mention the churches, we will be measured by this. Maybe not by history or legacy or votes or the kind of things that prideful people who have the willingness to commit atrocities care about, but by the judge of all who says we're to love our neighbors as ourselves. This is the first and great command, as well as to love the Lord our God with our heart, soul, strength, and mind. The judge of all who says, inasmuch as you have not done for the least of these, you've not done for me, who adds soberly, depart from me, you cursed, into the everlasting fire is prepared for the devil and his angels. I don't want to be identified with the devil and his angels, and I don't want to be identified with Adolf Hitler or Buchenwald or the Holocaust, and I'm sure you don't either. And for these reasons, and for many more, make Falls Church a sanctuary city for our preborn neighbors. May God richly bless you as you do. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you. Our next speaker.
Thank you for giving me a few minutes to speak to you all. I come to you today with respect and out of love and genuine concern to address the issue of abortion in the city of Falls Church. My message is quite simple, and that is abortion is murder and must be treated as such. Our God, perfectly revealed in the person of Jesus Christ, has sovereignly placed each of you in your position, and he commands that you uphold justice for your preborn neighbors. Please don't downplay the issue tonight. This is not merely a partisan issue of debate. Abortion is the most urgent injustice in our country, as over 3,000 babies are torn apart, chemically burned, dismembered, and thrown away every day in the United States. This is a brutal reality, and it must be faced. Our nation's hands are dripping with their blood, and the city of Falls Church is currently a participant in this genocide. As I'm sure you're aware, and as Brother Ron mentioned, at 900 South Washington Street, there's an abortion facility currently operating under your jurisdiction. I come here today out of love and concern for my neighbor, and that includes each of you. So I must warn you that the blood of every child murdered there is also on your hands, and you need to put an end to abortion in Falls Church immediately. God says in the book of Proverbs, chapter 24, to rescue those who are being taken away to death, hold back those who are stumbling to the slaughter. If you say, behold, we did not know this, does not he who weighs the heart perceive it? Does not he who keeps watch over your soul know it? Or will he not repay man according to his work? God will surely judge a society that destroys their children. Please don't continue to put the Lord to the test. This abortion holocaust is a moral atrocity that should never be accepted, and I hope you have not bought the lie that this preborn baby is not a human, despite the fact that this is scientifically indisputable. The world dehumanizes people in order to justify their destruction, and that's exactly what's happening today with our preborn neighbor. Not long ago was the black man, right? People would say, it looks like a human, it acts like a human, that's just a black man. Or maybe back in Nazi Germany, don't worry, that's not a human, that's just a Jew. We look back with horror on these atrocities now, but we are currently sleeping through another Holocaust right now that has claimed over 60 million victims since the fallacious court opinion of Roe v. Wade. We cannot sit here quietly and impotent as these children are slaughtered. I urge you to consider your priorities. Abortion must be abolished. Turn to Christ and live. Thank you.
All right, our next speaker is Tom Flynn.
My father was with the U.S. Army and was one of the liberators of one of the concentration camps. A longtime resident of the city, Fran Richardson, was a Red Cross nurse who interviewed the doctors after they went down the line of the survivors at Dachau. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever is going on in the City of Falls Church is not the Holocaust.
All right, are there any other comments or council requests? Seeing none, let's move on to the report of the city manager, Mr. Shields.